afternoon, guys. I hope you're all doing great. I'm heading over to see Pam and Bruce to go for a ride. You may remember the epic visit to the cul-de-sac by Pam with her W650, and Bruce has been over a couple of times. Pam kindly reached out and said, hey, would you like a follow-up and actually come and ride my W650, so how could I refuse? So I'm on my way over to see them now, meet them at a local park, and then we're going to just do a little test ride around their local area. This is, I guess, the ride that they do most often, just for a little quick ride, and I thought I'd give you a few clips while I'm on the bike. Turn in that key and then obviously clutch in, put that down and push that button there. For this one, what's the starting sequence?
Same thing. Turn the key, pull in the clutch.
Push the button. Okay.
In fact, I don't think you need to.
Oh, you don't need to. Here we go. Might not actually hear this bike because of that loud thing. Oh yeah, this is lovely. Super smooth gearbox, tight controls. It feels a little shorter than I expected. I thought it'd be a bit longer. Very smooth, really well put together, you know, super tight. The bars sort of roll back at you, which is a very nice comfortable position. Seats very comfy. Of course, you're sitting up, not like the Thruxton where you're leaning over, and that's not uncomfortable, but this is like super comfortable. Look at that. It's just so easy to ride. Clutch is just lightweight compared to the old bikes. Flickable as well. Front brake is very good. That's all relative, right guys? You know what I'm used to. Oh yeah. I'm in fifth and just pulling along there very nicely. It's got a very nice sound to it. There's vibration, definitely. With that bevel drive, you can feel it. Feels like sort of mechanical, as you bevel guys probably know. That's how it feels. There's definitely a slight difference, you know, to the push rods. Boy, it feels tight though, this engine. And Halloween is coming up. Please no. No, we know what that means. It's the end of the summer. Ugh. It handles very nicely. Just gonna take off these main roads into the countryside. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's got plenty of power. I'm hardly touching it there. Oh yeah, it's great. It's got miles more than I thought it would have. Oh, it's very comfortable. It's quite light handling, going round corners. Super solid and straight, look at that. Oh, Pete's Mountain Road, look at that place, wow. Oh, just realised how quite tall it is actually. I'm like on my tippy toes there as we turn that corner. Yeah, it's got some get up and go. Definitely, it's great. You can tell how smooth it is just by those mirrors. They don't even vibrate. Oh yeah, it pulls great. Little too great there. Tank is wider than I expected from the side, so I'm not sure what capacity the tank is, but it looks like it holds quite a bit. That's a very nice view. Yeah, that fifth gear is very helpful. It's not like it's even an overdrive, it actually pulls in fifth, but it makes it even smoother. I mean, it's already a super smooth bike. There's hardly any vibration actually. Well, this is extremely enjoyable bike to ride. You know, obviously it's not a rocket ship, but none of my bikes are, and I'm not that kind of rider, but this is really enjoyable, especially for roads like this. It's just very, very comfortable and easy to ride. And you can open it up now and again. Yeah, it's got a very nice feedback to the bike. The suspension is also very good. It's softer. It's like a softer suspension and a softer feel than my other bikes, which are much harder and they bounce you all over the place. This sort of cushions the blows a lot more. Oh yeah, it's very flickable. I like that. I like that about a bike, where you could just flick them around a little bit. That's super stiff, that thing. That Thruxton. Oh my gosh. It's really top heavy, as I've mentioned a million times. So this feels a lot lighter. It's reasonably top heavy, I would say, but it's definitely a lot lighter than that. Yeah, that pothole there that I just hit, I'd be in the air still if I was on some of my old Brit bikes, but here it just cushioned that blow. It was much better. Yeah, it's very comfortable on corners. You just lean in a little bit. It's quite nice. Of course, this is the first time riding, so I'm not going to do anything silly. No, it's a really great bike. Fabulous bike. I'd be proud to have a bike like this. This is very nice indeed. It's sort of got the best of everything, right? You got that push button there. Obvious reliability. It's got a very sort of nice feedback. Mechanical, definitely. Smooth. Certainly enough power, and I think by all accounts everything just works perfectly. And I really love what Pam's done to this bike in terms of the colour and the seat and some of the other design changes that she has made to make it look a little bit more of a classic, like some of the old Brit bikes. It's just so great. I think it gets a lot of attention, does this bike. So would I change anything? Probably not. Maybe one thing I may change if it were mine. I'd possibly put these instruments on stalks instead of having them like that. That would make it look more like a Triton or an old Triumph. But that would be just my point on it. It certainly isn't a criticism. They look brilliant. Because they're a bit flat, I'd possibly have them at an angle facing me. Hello!
I love this.
Oh yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Very nice.
Yeah. The engine braking is very different with these pedal drives. It certainly works, but it's I don't know how to describe it. It's sort of like more linear, it's more controlled and certainly more mechanical feeling. I feel like we haven't even started on this ride. You could easily ride this bike for hours and be very comfortable. Oh, I don't like to see these leaves on the ground, guys. It seems to just go over all these little undulations and potholes so much softer than my other bikes. It's almost like you don't feel them. It's very comfy. Yeah, you can easily take it up to like 5,000 or 6,000 revs. The gear shift is very smooth. It's very deliberate. Well, I just want to say thank you so much, Bruce, for coming up with the idea, and Pam for graciously allowing me to ride this beautiful bike. I just keep having this feeling like I just want to get off and look at it. It's such a nice looking bike. I mean, it's wonderful to ride, but it looks awesome. It's a really good looking bike. Guess with this bike, it isn't the getting there, it's the stopping so that you can actually look at it, because it's such a cool looking bike. And I hope you have enjoyed this video, guys, and I will see you next week.